The return of our iconic 12 for the Road holiday series continues. Tonight we're sliding into the archives to bring you Trombone Shorty in his 20s. His 40th birthday is coming up on January 2nd. In 2014, Troy Andrews was really breaking out as a worldwide artist. This is the same year that he performed at the Grammy Awards with Madonna and Queen Latifah and the NBA All-Star Game halftime show with an all-star band featuring Earth, Wind & Fire, Janelle Monáe, Gary Clark Jr., and the legendary Dr. John. Here's his conversation with Bill Capo.
I just want to have an impact on the world musically. I want to put a dent in the world musically and just put smiles on people's face and just be as big as I can be and just keep New Orleans on the map and just let them know that this is the home of American music.
Troy Andrews is 22 years old, but he has the poise and maturity of someone far older because he already has a lifetime of experience.
And I've traveled the world since I was 7. I've been everywhere, and this place is a unique place. Like I say, everything is music. Everybody here is a big community. Everybody's family.
Music is his job, but it is truly his passion. In this Irish Channel studio, the creative juices flow.
Music is happening all around. You know, when people are walking, I'm listening to their foot pattern, different things, and even when I'm on the phone and music is playing, I happen to talk in rhythm.
Just about anything can inspire Troy.
You might see somebody walking down the street with a big smile that might make you want to play something real pretty on a piano or something like that. And I try to get inspiration from different things, birds, the cars outside with the loud trunk music. I might try to get a bass drum to sound like that.
So how much of your day revolves around music?
I have to say about 22 hours. The other 2 is when I'm actually asleep, but my mom told me even when I'm asleep, I'm thinking of music because I took a nap by a house and I was actually moving my hand and she told me I counted the band off and sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right now, Troy and members of his band are working on a new album they hope to release around the time of Jazz Fest. It will be their first CD since Katrina.
It's going to be my New Orleans experience with more of a universal sound. That we just taking the New Orleans sound and putting it in something that can compete with the major artists and just try to put this music on a different level.
Troy plays trumpet and trombone, but got his Trombone Shorty nickname because he began playing so early in life.
I'm not that famous. I'm all right.
That nickname, Trombone Shorty, caught on really quick, especially in New Orleans.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes we go around the world and people say, well, why do they call you Shorty? And I have a phone on I have a picture on my phone. And I'm like, this is me when I was young. This is where I come from. I grew up in Tremé, one of the most musical neighborhoods in the world, kind of where jazz was created. And for me to just be there, everybody is about music there. When I left for school in the morning, it was music. When I came home, I became that music after school. And we marched around the neighborhood every day at 5 o'clock.
And that love of New Orleans and the music this city is known for energizes Troy Andrews' life.
You know how people say you should go to New York or you should go to LA, you should do this. I want to be one of the people to have that impact, so people should say, you need to go to New Orleans. That's where it's happening.
He is a self-taught musician and can play so many instruments he could be a one-man band.
And the bass, the piano, little guitar, drums, keyboards, mostly every brass instrument there is.
But it was when he was a teenager that Troy decided to make music his career, about the time of this 2001 interview I did with him when he attended the summer Louis Armstrong Jazz Camp and found professional training added to his natural abilities.
I listened to the bass and piano, and from there, I don't know what I would do next. It's just fresh.
It just comes, huh?
It just comes.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. I had the people like Rebirth and Tuba Fats and my brother James Andrews that led by showing you. They played the actual song to you. Being able to go to jazz camp with some of the greats as Kid Jordan, Marlon Jordan, Clyde Kerr, all these people, and put it what I already had naturally it was a great situation to go to NOCA and be able to be taught on a college level or higher.
What truly energizes Troy Andrews are live performances.
Performing live is the best thing, you know. You get to feed off the crowd, the energy, the people smiling, people waving to you and jumping up.
Troy says New Orleans has so much musical talent, including in the next generation, which caught him by surprise.
My little cousins, they called me like a year ago and told me they wanted to come to their rehearsal, and I was like, what type of rehearsal? Basketball, soccer or something? You know, they were like, well, no, we got a brass band.
But you won't find Troy drinking and driving. In fact, you won't find him drinking alcoholic beverages at all.
I've never been interested in drinking. I've never had a desire to drink or smoke because I've seen what it's done to people around town.
So going behind the bar is an unusual thing, but for Troy, it was the chance to share the recipe for his alcohol-free Shorty Punch, a recipe from his friend Lisa Pichon.
When your mama sees you making this drink, what is she going to do? How much is she going to laugh? How much time do you spend in the kitchen?
I haven't spent that, but I haven't spent a lot of time in the kitchen, but she's going to be proud because I don't have to bother her now.
Well, go ahead, make it.
Well, now we're going to use a little orange juice here.
1 ounce.
1 ounce. Pineapple juice here. 1 ounce of cranberry juice. Well, I like a lot of cranberry juice, so we're gonna put more than that. Then we're gonna splash it off with some Red Bull, give it a little buzz, a little grenadine.
Just a little.
Just a little bit, not much, because this can be quite thick sometimes. Finish it off with the club soda. And then we have the Shorty Punch.
Tomorrow night, actor Wendell Pierce talks about being successful in Hollywood, his New Orleans roots, and makes one of the hottest recipes in 12 of the Road history.
A toast.
A toast to the city of New Orleans, all the great people around the world, and to good music.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You did all right. Your mama's going to put you in the kitchen more often.